welcome back, database to Let's Play Players and Break this Conspiracy. I'm LTDoubleZ, your guide, and I'm here with my two tourists here today.
I have a theory. A conspiracy theory. I just wanted to say that. I have no theories. I've never watched this show. I'm Syron.
I'm LTDoubleZ, and I've never even heard of this.
What are you talking about? You watch TV like this, right? You watch like 24 and stuff like that, didn't you?
I did watch an episode of 24, but
An
that was it. That was it.
An episode. He watched exactly one episode of 24.
Right? Because
I watched 24.
Out of my face.
And then I never watched it again. It's like, why is there another season? It's already been 24.
You hear the trumpets. It's jumping
Let me
off.
tell you, they made a 24 game, actually. Actually, I played it. It's okay, but honestly,
Does it take 24 hours to beat?
actually, that would have been awesome. It had a 24-hour time limit.
But
Well, that's also kind of the problem. If it was actually timed like that, oof.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, right?
Yeah.
To actually make it 24
What's up,
hours,
Snowflake?
would require lots of time.
Right?
You been taking me for a fool?
I mean, usually they don't actually have the time. being-
What are you talking about?
They usually have like
I
1
seen
second.
you up there
Well,
hanging
no,
with the
that
hidden
depends on the
you
tech.
walking the
I was
walk.
about to say 1 second.
It's
equal
not what you
in
think.
games.
They've got
But
something
that's
I
like
need.
farming simulators that usually do that.
That's funny. I got something you need too. You need your pug knack, don't you, Snowflake? It's all yours. Looks like your white boy.
Wow, that was very little for that big container.
Yeah.
Everyone to the yard now.
alright. So part of his plan involves the prison infirmary. And so he has to pretend to be diabetic, so he takes insulin blockers.
Nothing in his file about that, so there must be
okay.
something in the infirmary. I gotta check that out.
Right. Here we go.
Where does he hide that recorder anyway? Up his butt cheeks?
It is prison, after all.
I mean, I don't even want to think about it, to be honest.
They need to do a cavity inspection. Okay, spread your legs.
It's squat and cough.
That's when you're checking for prostate cancer.
No, they do.
You don't need a cough if they're just checking the cavity.
Infirmary now.
The point of the cough is to check your prostate.
Right.
Follow the doctors. You don't look like you're following the doctors. They went that way.
Gotta go around.
Because no one can just be told that you're here on agent duty and work with you.
I think it defeats the purpose of undercover. Or this is TV logic.
Okay, that
It
was
was right
a dumb-
there.
Okay, that was dumb thinking.
I was wondering what you were doing. I was like, is that guy just gonna let you go?
All right, now the time is now to now. I just need to just wait here till the coast is clear.
Ding, ding. I can't do the 24-hour sound with my voice. I mean,
Beep.
yeah, it's too mechanical. You can't actually
Yeah,
do that with your voice.
Yeah, I can't.
All I'll say about like 24 the game, it's okay, but I will tell you something. It is the least deserving of an M rating ever.
Lots of things are undeserving of the M rating.
Okay.
The if you look at games in the M rating, you realize they really need an in-between teen and M rating. It's been a long time coming, and they still haven't done it. He was guarding the cafeteria? What the hell? Okay, have you taken some more food, fatty? Gosh, I can't believe that's what he was guarding. But like, for instance, right, when you look at Halo, it's like rated M for mature. It's like, it's not really that much swearing. It's not gory as hell or anything.
Not
But
really.
it's in the same bracket as Mortal Kombat, where they're like, it's extreme. It's gore extreme in air.
Yeah.
It's like no. These obviously should be in different rating groups. It should be more in like an age 15 bracket.
Right.
You mean like the European rating system?
They have different ratings. I do think they have a 15 age rating, but I don't think it's the M isn't their M obviously isn't 17. I think they have a 20 or something like that, which would make a bit more sense, I guess.
When I say least disturbing, I mean it. Like, sure, it does have language, but it's not strong.
The other thing is like E10. I think is dumb.
Yeah, it kind of is.
So E10, they created that because they were like, oh, this is too mature for it. It's like, come on. That's actually what should be teen, because teen should be like 13, you know? But no one thinks of that because they're thinking teen and they're like, oh, 17-year-olds. Like, no. It's talking about 13-year-olds here.
Alright, fine.
Dog's misbehaving over here.
But then there's some stuff that they at least attempt to do, like that platformer Voodoo Vince. The look of it is not very teen-like, but some of the stuff that it has, not so much the concept, but more just like the puzzles are not for kids.
Well, okay, so the ratings, that system isn't really about who it's intended for. It's about inappropriateness stuff.
Right.
You know? And that's why it's like, that I wouldn't worry too much about. Right. But really, when it comes to the rating system, E, it's just like, anyone could play it, right?
What about KA? Hey, remember that old rating?
Yeah, that was E before they made E. It's the exact same space. Yeah. It literally is the old version of A, or E.
All right.
And so I don't see a problem with it because it's just the same thing. But like teen, right? That should be stuff that deals with heavier subjects or perhaps has cigarettes, drugs, alcohol in it.
Hey, you reminded me.
But doesn't necessarily have gore or swearing.
Right.
Maybe it has a damn or a hell in there, but nothing much else. And then the 15 thing should be stuff where, it's Halo. So it's stuff that's, intended to be that kind of stuff, where it's big shooty games.
Right.
But it's not like reveling in gore.
Right.
And then if you have reveling in gore, that should be some new equivalent of NC-17. Right.
AO.
Yeah. AO. Well, the thing is, AO is you're not allowed in our store rating.
Ah.
That's what AO actually is. Because you can't really get AO games in the store.
Right.
So, quite frankly, I don't know about the AO rating. It seems pointless.
Yeah, it is pointless. 100% is.
I mean, roughly, yes, the gore fest kind of stuff. It's roughly the category it should be in. Okay. He was right there.
What, you don't have a coin to distract him?
Coin.
Or rock.
Rock, yeah. Get a rock.
To answer this question, is this deserving of the T rating? Absolutely.
What, this game? Does this game have a T rating?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, sure. This seems like a game that should have a T rating. It doesn't look like there's been all that much blood or gore or anything like that, but it's dealing with more adult themes in question.
Yeah, it's prison, and there's some language, and
there's drugs. It's like
references, references to. I'm not even gonna say it. Just stuff.
I mean, you could possibly say maybe it goes into the 15 rating. I don't know the details of what's in this game. So maybe that's the case. Maybe it deserves the 15 rating instead. But yeah, I think they should change that. I don't really... E10 seems like a stretch to try and do a middle ground, but it's in the wrong position. Because 10-year-olds aren't too different from 7-year-olds, right?
Right.
But a 13-year-old is different from a 10-year-old.
Right.
What's happening here?
Yeah,
And it's like every time they get something in the E10, it's just like, I'm pretty sure that an 8-year-old or 7-year-old would be perfectly fine.
So what's with the pug neck? He's faking it. The infirmary is part of his plan somehow. I gotta phone this in.
And it is.
Okay.
Or not upstairs.
Don't go upstairs. You're about to be spotted.
Haha. Thank goodness for incompetence. Oh no, he's coming.
Oh, you
Ain't screwed yet.
You are...
screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the
Dude's
same
looking
guy.
right at
By the
Alright,
same-
might as well go by quieter. I don't want this to... And also, some people complain about this game, like, whenever you get spotted, you have to start back at your last checkpoint. But in the context, it makes sense. Because you get caught out of area you're in, right back to your cell.
Alright.
Well,
Goodbye.
I mean, yeah, if it sent you to your cell, that's not what it's going.
Yeah.
Because the story-wise, you're not supposed to fail. That's why
Right.
you're going back to the last checkpoint.
Right.
Story-wise, you're supposed to have succeeded the whole way through.
Right. Right. That makes me, this game makes me want to try out Thief.
Okay. So, like, which one?
Wait, there's more than one?
Yeah,
I
are you
think
talking
we
about the
discussed-
original trilogy, or are you talking about the remake? Or, I guess it's not a remake. I've actually played that, but it's not quite a remake.
Oh.
I'm assuming you're talking about the latest one because it's just called Thief,
Yeah, that's...
and that seems to be all you know. Because the original Thief was called Deadly Shadows,
Ah.
or maybe that was number 3. You were gonna get caught.
Sucker.
Alright.
Yeah, Deadly Shadows might be the subtitle for number 3. I don't remember.
You done in the infirmary? Back in the yard.
You're not even questioning how I got past you?
These guys don't get paid enough.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, here's the thing, right?
Right.
A lot of fans of the trilogy didn't seem to like the 4th game, right? But that's the only one I liked.
Really?
Yeah. Well, to be honest, it's not like the other ones are terrible. They're just really old.
Right.
And so I really didn't like the controls.
Right.
Whereas the 4th one, I was perfectly fine with the controls there. And I wasn't... Maybe there was some, like, story thing they didn't like about it. That's the only thing I can think. Or... I guess they felt like something was wrong with the
Schofield
controls
is
that I
taking
didn't know
drugs to
about.
get daily access to the infirmary. I don't know why yet.
Find out more, damn it. Stop Schofield any way you can, but don't mess with Burroughs. He's got to go to the chair as scheduled. Anything else will bring people sticking their noses into places we don't want them.
Hey, champ.
What?
War's coming and looks like you're wearing the wrong color skin. Someone might make a mistake, think you a Nazi, cut your ass to gullet. Am I right, brothers?
Right.
We could let that happen, or we might could make sure it don't.
You want me to do something for you, right?
See now, you and me are on the same frequency already. I need to get me a good supply of a drug called Pugnac. They stash it in the loony bin.
I get it for you. You watch my back.
Psych-ward.
Like you was from the hood.
Deal. You sure it's in the asylum?
Yeah, secure cabinet. You're gonna need a lockpick. And be careful of them J-Cats. Them boys is crazy.
J-Cats.
If anyone knows where to get a lockpick, it would be Abruzzi.
Okay. Anyway,
They explain who
Hi,
the
John.
J-Cats are?
How's Teats?
I'm guessing
Still not
the
talking.
patient. I'm guessing
Yeah,
the
the
patient.
patience.
I need a lockpick.
So,
What do I look like? A hardware store?
No, you look like the man in charge.
Got that right. Tell you what.
So you
Fiorella
were
lost his
asking about
shank.
these,
He's
I'm
gonna
guessing.
need one when
Right,
the fuses
because
hits the
I was
fan.
wondering
Get me a
because
solid
I got an
kitchen knife.
emulator kind of, but I'm not sure if it can do PC games, like old
Got it.
PC games.
Bring it
Well,
to me
I mean,
outside the kitchen. I got a crew there
They
painting.
do have console releases. I think I found the third game for Xbox. Like, I did get one of them. That was one of the old games. I haven't really played it.
Right.
I believe I played the second one on PC, and that's where I was like, I don't really like the controls. I do know that the first game, even with the trilogy fan base, people have a problem with. And apparently it's rather janky. If I remember correctly, they were modifying a flight simulator program for it, or something.
Did they get the guys from Microsoft Flight Simulator?
I don't know specifically. That might have actually been something else that was originally a flight simulator that they modified. So I wouldn't quote me on that.
Right.
But I do remember the original game has that I've been told it's janky.
Right.
I liked the fourth one quite a bit. Well, I wouldn't say quite a bit. It's not like one of my favorite games, but it's one that I would play again. I didn't like the final mission, but that's mostly just a case of I'm not really a fan of horror elements. And the last one was spooky.
Oh, I see.
It was too spooky for me. I wouldn't say terrified me, but it made me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Story-wise, it was fine. Once you finish it stops being spooky once you finish it.
Right.
But this was like too spooky for me when I was playing through it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the rest of the game, oh yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, there is one thing I'm actually looking forward to. My brother-in-law is going to put in a lot of. When I get the emulator, he told me he's going to put in like a lot of like D&D video games.
Oh, okay. I mean, the thing is that most D&D video games do not play anything like the actual tabletop, so...
Right. I know there's D&D. There was one he showed. There was one I saw which was called D&D Tactics. I was like, ooh, a tactical RPG.
D&D Heroes?
No, he just said it was called D&D Tactics.
I know, I'm just naming another one that I know.
Oh, okay.
No.
I didn't know about that game.
Yeah. Well.
It's for the original Xbox.
I didn't know about that, but also.
I've mentioned it before.
Yeah, but on my list is the beat 'em ups. Beat 'em up Syron showed me.
Yeah. And speaking of emulation, remember that theory on like if they decided to do, how is it? Shooters on the N64, the way you described doing it.
Yeah.
I think with modern emulation technology and with the ability to reconfigure buttons, might make that theory plausible to test.
Right. Because while I was doing the list, I realized there's a lot of shooters for the N64.
I wouldn't say a lot. There are a few, yes. Ones that I know of, right? I know there's the 3 Turok games.
Right.
I know that they ported Duke
good work,
Nukem and
Paisano.
I believe Doom.
Doom 64.
Right through some of that dark
And
Quake.
Guess I'll
there was
call
the 2
off those
Golden
guys
Knights.
I told you.
I don't remember Quake games.
I have Quake
It was
64.
a joke, Fish.
Okay.
Don't forget Perfect Dark.
Here. A lot
Yeah,
of
let's
memories
see.
in
Golden
this
Knight
world.
07
Take
and The
good
World's
care
Not
of 'em.
Enough.
I wonder if I should have picked
I've
that
got
up.
the
That
lockpick,
was
so I'm
in
ready to
the
go after the
game
Hudson
store.
Casino.
Dude,
Next
don't
stop,
do this in front of them.
Crazy Town.
What, do you think they're blind?
Do it in private. Okay, I wonder if I should pick that. I could have also picked up Mystic Quest, and we could have seen that.
Wait, is that what I'm thinking?
Yeah, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. I could have picked that up.
I would have liked to see it.
I probably still can pick it up. I doubt anyone's gonna get it anytime soon.
I should have put that on the list. It's like a SNES game, right?
Yeah, I can just go ahead. You told me before that it had some like storage method in it. I have to see it before I know if I can manipulate it.
Right.
But if I can manipulate it, I can just put ROMs on it myself.
Right. I wouldn't mind seeing... Yeah, because that was like Final Fantasy back when, like... Who was it? Like, Square or Enix?
It was just Square.
Square. Back when Square thought we couldn't do... that we couldn't do RPGs.
Well, that's because they didn't have a lot of success in the West with RPGs.
Right.
And so their assumption was that either there was not an understanding or something like that. Well, I don't know. I'd have to ask the people in question personally. But basically, yeah, Mystic Quest was supposed to be a way to get Westerners into Final Fantasy.
Right.
And I mean, here's the thing, right? It's silly. It's kind of fun in that regard because it refuses to be reverent at all.
Really?
Yeah, but the problem is that sometimes its attempts of jokes really fall flat.
Oh.
So it can be funny, but it's
Oh,
also
well, he
kind of
came
cringy.
out of freaking nowhere.
So it can be funny, but it's also kind of cringy.
I see.
And then there's also relative lack of freedom in certain areas.
Right.
Like for instance, you don't like equip armor. You just automatically have on your best armor.
Oh.
Just automatically does that, and it's not like the armor has like special stats.
It's just an armor upgrade.
It's just a stat stick.
Right. Right. Interesting.
And then there are some funny things that you can note about it. For instance, one thing I always found was a little funny. The final boss is weak to cure.
Okay, I gotta ask, is that kind of a thing that the final boss is weak to cure, or is that just...
Well, that tends to be a thing if, you know, they're undead, because healing harms the undead is a typical thing.
Right.
And
he wasn't even looking at you.
Yeah, he was not even looking.
He was just fired.
You just made too much noise, I guess.
Right.
But I mean, the final boss is like, I don't think he's an undead. I mean, he is kind of green looking, but he didn't look undead to me.
Right.
But apparently I guess he is. So cure is actually the best option. You can use black magic, but it doesn't do nearly as damage as cure does.
Because I'm trying to remember if there were other Final Fantasy final bosses with that kind of weakness. I'm like,
I don't think there was, because no Final Fantasy bosses count as undead as far as I'm aware.
Right.
Generally, final bosses in Final Fantasy don't have elemental weaknesses. In fact, most bosses in Final Fantasy usually don't have elemental weaknesses. They just have a lack of resistance.
Right.
Which you then confuse for a weakness. But it's not. Like, for instance, if I remember correctly, so Final Fantasy 1, right?
Right.
You know, you've got the four fiends, etc., etc.
Right.
And you'd think the fire, Merilith, right? She's weak to ice.
Right.
You'd think that. She's not.
Oh.
She just simply doesn't have a resistance to it, like all the other elements.
Right.
So it looks like a weakness, but it actually isn't. That's if I remember correctly, at least.
Oh, you're gonna get caught.
You need to get out of there.
Why? I have clearly forgotten the layout, but then again, I'm...
Well, you were going the right way. You just were taken too long by his sight.
Right.
Okay, get back. We are not doing this right now. We are not doing this.
So basically, you need a repeat of that. You just need to not get caught by that guy. You were on the right track.
Right.
Clearly.
Right. Right.
Get in there.
But yeah, that's an option. I'd have to see the extent. So until you show me it, I can't really tell you if I could do that.
Yeah, I've already paid for him. Just waiting on him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just waiting on him. I'm pretty sure all the time he's just putting in games. He's putting all the games I put on my list.
Yep.
So that guy's going out the door.
Yep, he's gonna go out the door.
Right.
And then you want to go the way that you were going before,
Right.
just not get caught this time.
Right. I've heard of another game. Like a really classic PC game called Neverwinter Nights.
Yeah.
What is that exactly?
It's a D&D game. Oh,
How?
You're gonna get caught?
Yep,
Oh,
you were
So he
cornered.
goes around there, it looks like.
I'm just saying, if I had stuck right, if I didn't get caught, and if I just stayed right there and didn't move, probably it wouldn't.
I don't know. It looked like you were gonna get caught if you stayed there. So, like, if you want Neverwinter Nights, I don't know if you have a computer good enough for it, but I have the disc for it, the original Neverwinter Nights.
Really?
Yeah. Basically, it would be like the fourth style of that style of game. You've heard of Baldur's Gate, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, then Icewind Dale, and then Neverwinter Nights was like the fourth kind of one like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Baldur's Gate 3 plays nothing like those, though.
Right.
Because Baldur's Gate 3 seems to be turn-based, at least from what I've seen.
Right.
Whereas those are a bit more active time.
Come here.
I say active time, but I'm not talking about Final Fantasy when I say active time.
Right.
I'm talking about that more like you've played Knights of the Old Republic, right?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
It plays like that.
Oh.
In a lot of ways, it plays like that,
Ooh.
and not quite because D&D is a bit of a different beast, but it plays very creating a character and such plays a lot like it
All right.
Okay, so he has a pattern.
because it does use the same engine.
Right.
Because I think they made KOTOR after they made
Oh, you're good.
didn't
What
even
the
show
fuck?
you.
What?
Maybe you just went in the wrong door and it was like, fuck you.
No, I think you immediately pressed A after you got caught.
Oh boy, this is.
Immediately
Oh my gosh. I think what I need.
You're
to
out of practice for this mission.
Definitely. If you think I'm out of practice, wait till we get later in the game.
But yeah, I mean, there is some differences, but it should be familiar in that regard.
Right. We can get.
I mean, if you really want to play it, I don't know. There is a bit of an issue when it comes to Neverwinter Nights. I don't think it's aged particularly well.
Oh.
I think Neverwinter Nights 2, despite being less liked, aged better than Neverwinter Nights 1.
And that's where everyone goes to?
No, everyone usually goes to the original, because that's the fan favorite. But my opinion is that Neverwinter Nights 2 aged better.
I see.
But also, you won't be very familiar with their system. Well, actually, probably won't.
Oh,
You sure about that? Okay, it looks fine.
Oh,
It looks like it worked out, okay.
But is he gonna turn around?
Well, yeah, he turns back, remember?
Oh!
Not again.
I told you he turns back!
He turns...
This is gonna be an interesting episode, that's for sure.
That's all this episode's gonna be, is this one mission.
Thwarted by that one guard.
Okay, so, Neverwinter Nights 1 is based on D&D 3.0.
Okay.
Neverwinter Nights 2 is based on D&D 3.5.
Right.
Though, to be honest, that isn't a significant difference. I don't mean in terms of actually playing the two versions of D&D, I mean in terms of, like, the noticeable things when it comes to classes, skills, etc. in Neverwinter Nights. Because, like, the change in skills that happened between 3.0 and 3.5 mostly doesn't affect Neverwinter Nights. So it's not like that was a major thing. There would be a few class skills that I believe would be different. Or class abilities, I should say.
Right.
Features or something like that. I don't remember the differences for classes between 3.0 and 3.5. Because the thing is that most of the differences that I know between them are largely in the skills category. Because the skills got changed significantly between the two versions.
Right.
Because there were a lot of weird skills that were kind of dropped. Like innuendo.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that was a skill in 3.0 that they dropped in 3.5. It's more... I guess maybe you could say it's in Bluff. Depends. Okay, so he comes back.
Stops right there. Then he goes.
Wait for him to
Don't go out.
Wait for him to turn.
Yeah, because he's definitely going to turn around. Go back there. Okay, now's your time.
Okay, go, 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 go. You got maximum time. Go.
Okay, let's break for it. Alright, okay, let's break for it. No!
Ooh.
Oh! Okay, now go, go,
You need
go.
to get out of there.
Yeah.
There's no way that... Yeah, you wouldn't survive a second round of that. Because it was at 3. You were about to get caught.
Yep.
Hello. Hello, Chewie. Yeah.
One of the major issues with Neverwinter Nights, I think, is companions.
Really?
Yeah, you basically have to build yourself to be able to survive solo. Because
Your companions are useless?
they're not useless, but that's when you get them. You don't always get companions.
I see.
Neverwinter Nights 2, on the other hand, you always have companions.
Right.
That's why you can build however you want.
I see.
You can't quite build however you want in Neverwinter Nights 1. There's also a problem in that Neverwinter Nights 1 goes for a maximum level of 40.
Really?
Yes, and that becomes a bit of an issue at higher levels. When, you know, the insta-death spells exist.
Oh, so they start flinging power word kill at you.
Oh yeah. Flinging the various insta-death abilities at you. And you also have to learn about how very different some of the system is compared to 5th edition, which is the one you've actually played.
Right.
So number-wise, like, there's not a huge discrepancy between a high-level and a low-level player when it comes to, say, saves.
Mm-hmm.
That's not true in 3rd edition. In 3rd edition, there is a huge discrepancy in saves.
Oh.
Yeah. And for instance, like a spellcaster,
Mm-hmm.
every single one of their levels makes their DC higher. So if you're level 1 facing a level 20, even if they have low stats, you'd have to at minimum get a level 20 for their first level spells,
I see.
which would be rather difficult. Someone's banging something.
It's dripping.
I think you're good.
Seemed good here, at least.
Oh, right. Oh, there, right there.
Yeah. Guards are talking there.
Alright, maybe for a second. Think how it is.
I think you're good. He's still talking.
Yeah, if you open that door, he's gonna know you're there.
If
Nope.
you even can open that door.
Got no choice but to go there.
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Yeah, it looks like I have no choice but to do that. Yeah.
He was waiting for you.
Why didn't he show up on the radar? That's ridiculous.
He was there. He's right there, see? The problem is that you have to change the direction he's looking.
Somehow.
Because he's looking right at the door.
Got it. Oh.
And he's looking right at that door, too.
Right. Looks like if I can just jump past him. Looks like we're good. Looks like I gotta set something off. Yes. Yes, I know what we're doing now.
Yeah.
Good. Alright. Now those guys are moved out of the way now. But look out. But look out. Look out. Everybody's running.
Man, you're starting to look like you have a dad bod.
I think everyone's gone.
Get going.
Get running.
I don't think it'll last forever.
I
You're
think
going
everyone's
straight
wrong.
into his eyes. Shouldn't you be going the other way?
Yeah, there's
Oh,
Shouldn't
that's
you be
right.
going the way they just came out of?
It just came out.
You just went past it. Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. Okay, you can't freaking see me through there, you dummy. As I said.
He would have had you dead to rights if the AI wasn't so dumb.
Oh, they're incompetent now, but later on it gets annoying.
Hey, you turn around a corner and look at you. I saw that guy. But the objective now is to get out of here.
Can't we just jump out the window?
No. That sounds like terrible prison design if you could just jump out of the window.
Oh, without a doubt.
And it's more likely that you need to go back to the room you were in previously.
Whoa! I think you murdered someone.
Alright, quick time
You're on
event.
drugs.
Oh!
What drugs did he stick you with?
Beat me.
Well, it doesn't look like we're hallucinating or anything.
You got out. Oh, I guess you finished a section. Yay!
Yay.
Yay! Is that where you planning to quit?
Yeah, let's just wait.
What are you doing? They catch you here, you'll be in the shoe for months.
Thanks, old man.
Holy shit, why is it built like a castle? I don't remember that. Look, they got a castle tower right there. What the hell?
Yo, champ.
Who would convert a castle
happened to
to
you?
a prison?
You're like the mailman, bro.
You're up.
Always deliver. Nobody can stop what's coming. But me and my boys will look out for you. Best we can.
Heads up! Batter up, cops! Stand your gate! T-Bag, get back on your number! I need backup! I said back on your number!
Oh yeah, this part. This was a key point.
Okay,
Race riot?
It looks like we just.
Well, here's what. I'll just explain what Michael did. He essentially.
Chicken, I got a message from T-Bag.
You know what? Screw it. Let's go.
We'll stop once we're not in danger.
You're gonna die. Ow.
Yeah, and so what he did was he went in using prison industries. He freaking went up into the to the vents and turned off the AC, or broke it. So now it's hot as all get out, and everybody's going.
It's a prison riot.
Yeah.
Being hot has not made me hot.
Yeah,
Usually makes me quite sedate, honestly.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come here, sissy boots. Let's go.
Guy ran right past you.
Uh-oh.
You see those guys lay down?
Yeah, because of... You know what's going on.
What the hell?
Tear gas.
I'm pretty sure that's not how tear gas works, but okay.
I don't think it's invisible.
I'm pretty sure it's called tear gas because it makes you tear up.
Right.
Not because it makes you lay down on the floor gently.
You can't breathe with it. It goes... when it gets to your lungs, it hurts.
Maybe so, but I don't think it makes you gently lie down. Like you've been sedated.
All right.
I'm pretty sure it's an irritant,
Right.
not a sedation.
It doesn't sedate, it just makes... like you can't breathe.
Uh-huh.
So, either way... So either way, let's end it here. Take care, everybody.
Alrighty then.
Don't get on drugs.
Yes.
And
Winners.